We tentatively turn our thoughts to an easing or lifting of lockdown.
So we're on week 7 of lockdown? Is that right? I'm losing count of time.
Maybe the end of lockdown, who knows?
What's it going to be? Who knows? I don't know. Pretty sure you don't know.
I have had enough. It's just getting awful.
Some of us are thinking about how life might be different. None of us expect to quickly go back to normal.
It is right to be now thinking about what happens afterwards.
Even if there's a lifting of the lockdown, I'm sure it'll be phased, and I'm sure we'll be some of the last ones to be lifted.
I think everybody's going to be slightly cautious when they come back out. It's going to be quite odd.
We've had conversations with work, and they've said they probably won't want to see me until next year at the earliest, which threw me a little bit.
And maybe when all the pieces fall back to earth, they're going to be rearranged.
We're not going to be back to normal for a while, and what is the new normal?
Lockdown has accelerated and intensified our own phases in life. We've had time to reflect and think about what we value.
Will I do things differently? Most definitely. We're kind of talking quite a bit about it in my family.
You are confronted with yourself in a really real way when you're locked away and not meeting others and not doing the normal things of life.
When lockdown ends, the first thing I'm going to do is go to my best friend's house and meet her puppy.
What I will do is probably use my car less. I realised that I don't need to use my car. I tried to start my car the other day because I hadn't used it for 2 weeks and I had a flat battery.
I'm going to organise my time better and who I spend it with and what I do.
I really hope that I will have more time maybe to think about myself. It might sound selfish, however, I really do feel that I have to try and to look after myself a little bit more.
I don't want to become selfish. It's not about becoming selfish, but it is about not feeling obligated to do stuff and doing things that I don't really want to. And of course, we have to do that sometimes. Of course, that's what being a good friend is, or a good family member.
I fall in love with books again and I want to read more books.
I live so close to Hampstead Heath, and usually when I'm at work, a month could go by without me using it, which seems really insane to me now.
I've got to do more creative things. I've been shirking my responsibility as a creative person for some years.
I've been doing a bit of painting. It's alright, Grace and Perry, you've got nothing to worry about, but I found it very therapeutic.
We've seen how better connected we can be, seeing that some of the answers already existed, we just weren't using them.
Zoom is a number one. Not as good as real life when you can have real life, but when you can't have real life, it's been a real revelation and a real nice thing to reconnect with those distant friends.
It's been proven that live streaming events is possible. Providing work from home options is possible. Distance learning and online learning resources, they're absolutely possible, and it's not that hard. What we've been fighting for years was in a matter of 2 weeks popped up.
We have collectively faced our mortality, discovered what we can and cannot control. We've had time to reflect, to think about what we value.
It just really makes you realise what you take for granted, and you take for granted the fact that you can, that you used to be able to just go out and do anything whenever you wanted, and now you can't. So I think once it's all over, I'll just appreciate that more.
Clearly in the past I haven't been making the most of my freedom, so I would really like to go out a lot more. Never take it for granted ever again.
We've done this time in isolation, kind of largely on our own really, feeling really disconnected, but kind of stepping up and stepping out in new ways.
Assert myself better.
I want to be braver and have more courage, I think.
Reassess, prioritise, so that I'm doing things because I love them, because I enjoy them.
People who lived through this period may change the way we do things, and the way we interact with people.
It's about thinking, are those things that I do, are they a habit because I feel like I have to do them because I just do them, that's just my routine, Or do I actually enjoy them? Do I want to do them? Do I want to be there? Good questions to ask yourself.
Lastly, an invitation.
And as soon as the restrictions are lifted, we'll be organising for our friends a mini Olympics in our garden. So you're all invited.
We've looked at how we will spend our time, and next we'll look at how we expect to spend our money.